Hello and welcome to Primordius, 10-man normal. He wants to carve you up and have you for dinner. So let's look at preventing that, shall we? The boss has a frontal cone cleave called Primordial Strike, so nobody but the tank should stand in front of the boss, unless they want to be minced up and served as the main course. The boss applies a stacking debuff called Malformed Blood on the tank. This makes the tank take stacking nature damage, but the tank will also do more damage to the living fluids. The boss also has Mutated Abomination, which means he takes less damage from players who aren't fully mutated. What's this about mutation, you say? Let's go over that. During the whole fight you will encounter these little slime ads called living fluids, which spawn from the, let's call them lanes, around the room. Each non-tank player should have a lane assigned to them so that they can kill those ads. You will probably want healer lanes to be sandwiched between DPS lanes so that DPS can help them kill the fluids. Now when killed, the fluid will either explode into purple and leave a giant purple puddle of muck on the ground, or they will explode red and leave a little red glob on the ground. Purple equals mega, ultra, totally stay away from bad. It will put debuffs on you and damage you if you stand in it. The debuffs can be dispelled, but trust me, you don't want to have to be dispelled, so just stay away from them. If they touch the boss, they will give him new abilities and heal him for 10% of his health. So, as previously stated, purple is not your colour. Red globs, however, should be picked up by players so that they gain buffs until they reach fully mutated. When you are fully mutated, which turns you into a giant lizard, you will want to avoid these globs or they will put debuffs on you, just like the purple one. The players should be able to pick up globs from their lanes so they can get buffs and become fully mutated. Healers will want to be mutated and have buffs as well. Tanks will want to constantly move the boss around the center circle. Now the reason for this is you want to try and keep him away from as many slime ads as possible, or they will help him gain buffs. You also want to make sure to avoid the purple muck and keep it away from the boss. Now the muck moves and tries to get to the boss, so if you keep moving him around and around in a circle, the purple muck will end up in the middle, out of everyone's way. When not tanking the boss, tanks can kill ads and get stacks of the buff. Keep in mind that the Malformed Blood debuff will help you to kill ads, so you can get buffs too. Tanks remember to taunt off each other for the Malformed Blood, as this boss has got to be one of the hardest hitters in the entire raid. The boss has an energy bar that fills up over time. Each time a glob reaches the boss, it gives him a little boost, and if a purple muck touches the boss, it instantly fills up, giving him a new ability. The boss will only have 3 abilities, and after the 3 abilities, new abilities will come in to replace the old ones. The buffs he gets are random and are Ventral Sacs, which deals damage to the entire raid. Caustic Gas, which deals massive damage around the boss and spreads that damage among the players there, so players need to go into the green circle for this. The boss will use it while moving, so try not to move him too fast during this or players will find it hard to stack in the circle. Acidic Spines deal massive damage to random players near the boss, and any players near the target take damage as well, so try to spread out a bit. Volatile Pathogen puts a debuff called Pathogen Glands on a random player, and this deals insane damage, so healers will need to pump heals into the player. Metabolic Boost makes the boss hit faster and cast abilities more often. Erupting Pustules makes him shoot globs at random places in the room that deal damage on impact, so try to avoid them. As mentioned before, picking up red globs when not fully mutated will put buffs on the player like more haste or increased stats. If a player picks up a red glob while already fully mutated, or if they stand in the purple muck, they will get a debuff which deals the reverse of the buffs but twice as bad, so instead of gaining 5% stats, you will lose 10%, and so on. The debuff can be dispelled, but doing so will remove the buffs as well, so try to avoid the debuffs and don't dispel excessively. Once most players have fully mutated, you can use Bloodlust, as this will be the time to deal damage to the boss. This is a tough fight with lots of hard-hitting moves on the tanks, so be prepared for some tank deaths. If you get too many debuffs, then make sure to call out on voice chat for a dispel, keeping in mind that it will also remove your buffs. And that's it for Primordius. I hope you enjoyed this guide and found it helpful, and if you did, then please click that like button and post a comment, as it really helps me out. And of course, subscribe for more videos. Good luck and have fun.